guys. It's a very intense over here. Um, I feel like Seth is he still got that fire in him, but he's still bringing the energy to practice. He's still bringing the physicality, and that's what I really like about
That coaching style, nothing's changed from what you remember?
it. I mean, no, I mean I feel like they kind of run. He runs similarly to whenever he was at UNT. Uh, yeah, I think he runs similar to when he's at UNT.
What's the install been like? I mean, everyone's learning that install. You've seen a little bit in the spring, but how different is the install from spring to fall?
Well, that's it's really not too different. It's just now you're just getting more in depth in it. You're getting more, you're understanding all the plays more. You're getting a lot more reps, so now you're getting a feel for how people are going to play it. Yes, sir.
You talk about those reps, for you personally, but maybe what about the offensive line as a whole? How have you seen maybe the unit grow from the spring to now?
Oh man, we've gone so much closer. I think that's the biggest thing. This summer was really big for us, and even because we have a lot of new guys, and I think that honestly helps because we have a lot of new guys. It's new people meeting new people. So this summer we got really close. We spent a lot of time with each other, a lot of time watching film with each other. Eating with each other, working out with each other. So our O-line group is pretty tight.
What was that?
Tight.
What was that first scrimmage like for you guys yesterday?
First scrimmage, it was fun. To get out there, getting like a game atmosphere. Have bullets flying everywhere, and really be able to play full speed without any coaches kind of like right on you. It was a really good experience.
How would you kind of assess how you guys did as an offensive line in that first opportunity?
There's always things to improve on. It's never going to be good enough, but I think that we're going in the right direction and we have a bright future.
What's it like going up against this defensive line? Everybody's talked about how talented it is, but for you, to step up from North Texas to Oklahoma and a P5 level, has that adjustment been difficult, easy, hard? How would you label that?
I think we have a lot of very talented D linemen. These are probably some of the most talented D linemen I've gone against. They're also a very close group, which makes them also play harder. And when it comes to comparing to the other D linemen I've played in the past, I think they compare pretty highly. Like the way that they can communicate on the field is very elite, and how how physical they are. I love that about them too. But it also makes you better in return, like our O-line better, because now our O-line is more physical because our D-line.
Who do you think, as far as like the toughest competition you've gone up against so far? What would you?
I can't say nothing about that. We're gonna have to watch film and watch how each of them compete outside, and y'all can make your own conclusions about that.
On the offensive line, it's important to build chemistry, but yet you're a group that's learning each other. Is there a sense of urgency of how important it is to grow and develop fast?
Of course, I mean there's urgency everywhere. It's always urgent to make sure that you feel connected with your brothers. But I don't want to. But it doesn't feel pressured, if that makes sense. Like we're not pressured to hang out. We want to hang out with each other. We want to get better with each other. The urgency comes from mostly all of us wanting to be better for each other. That's where the urgency comes from.
Obviously, you guys brought in Branson Hickman. He's got a lot of experience. But what have you seen from Josh Bates just from the spring to so far in fall camp?
Josh is a dog. He's a fighter. He's going to get in there, get down and dirty, and he's going to be right there with you in the A-gap when push comes to shove.
How's that relationship with Jake Taylor kind of come along since you first arrived to now?
Oh, man, Jake Taylor's my boy. Like, we talk a lot, especially because, in some plays we're playing next to each other. So Jake Taylor's another really close guy of mine, especially on my O-line. One of the first guys I kind of met when I got here, and he's really helped me a lot with just messing with the whole O-line and messing with the team.
Have you seen him grow on the field as a guy that haven't played a ton to what he's doing now?
Oh yeah, he's very physical. He's got a lot of physicality. They're getting him a lot of reps. He's getting a lot of experience. He's growing as a player, as a person. That's what I love about him.
Jake Saxon, excuse me, has been labeled as like one of the leaders from Brent. What's your relationship like with him, and have you had to lean on him at any point this
Of course, I had to lean on him, but I feel like I had to lean on everybody. Jacob, he's a reliable person. He's a strong person. He's always going to be there for you. You need something, he's going to answer that call. You have a question, he's going to help you the best he can. A very reliable dude.
A lot of guys have transferred from a place like North Texas to a place like Oklahoma in the last couple of years with the portal. What do you guys learn playing at a place like North Texas to get you ready for a place like Oklahoma?
North Texas not being the biggest school, and especially me in my situation at North Texas, it kind of teaches you how to work like extremely hard. And then when you come over here, it makes it a little bit easier because you're blessed with a great coaching staff, and not to say that North Texas has a bad coaching staff at all. They have phenomenal coaching staff, phenomenal head coach, but you know what they say, Oklahoma is just a little bit different. It's just a little bit more dog. You got the legends like Coach Smitty and Coach Venables out there with you to kind of help push you forward and really bring that fire out of you. If that makes sense. What I'm saying, that second gear out of you. But I think North Texas helped me, really be able to be tough and take some losses and not to look too much at my wins, but just keep my head in the right place and be focused.
Have you seen a different coaching style from Beatenbow, just from spring to fall camp, and anything that you've noticed?
I don't think he changes for anybody. He's a legend in the game. He's produced so many top class offensive linemen, and I wouldn't want anyway. I don't think he changes for much. He's that same fire guy with a lot of energy, a lot of love for the guys. He's gonna make sure he does his best to make sure everybody's prepared.
When you have such a young quarterback, can you talk about the importance of this offensive line being so really protective of him, to let him get his feet wet, let him feel comfortable, not put too much pressure on himself?
Of course. We want all of our quarterbacks to feel, like they have all the time in the world, especially Jackson. We want him to be back there and be able to sit the ball down and take a drink if he has to. Like, we want him to have all of his options available. Whoever he wants to throw to, just give him enough time to punch it in there.
Let me ask you about the tackles. How are the tackles looking? I know that's a position that everyone's kind of keeping an eye on.
Oh, our tackles are doing great. I think they have a lot of grit. But like I said, everything is still a work in progress. You all gonna have to see the first game to really find out. I can't say too much, but it's gonna be a show first game for sure.
How do you feel like the whole unit's coming together after a week of practice?
Oh, phenomenally. The difference from the first day to today is for sure upward slanting slope, if that makes sense. Even just like from day to day, you can tell a difference each day. We're constantly getting better, constantly fixing, these tiny details, that do make things great. Sure. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.